some instant rapport right there.
All right. You guys are having a molasses type of morning, aren't you? Just
Well, James and
sticky,
I haven't
slow.
slept yet, so what's everyone else's excuse?
I
Yeah,
don't
we were
know.
bowling last night and bowling equals drinking. Yeah. That's all I got.
Your drinking team has a bowling problem?
Yes, that's exactly it.
All right. Well, Thursdays we like to talk about situations and things that are going on in your world, in your life, in the business. So let's get ourselves out of this molasses this morning and talk about something that'll be more beneficial for you for the weekend. So I see a couple of you this morning. The rest of you, I don't. So I hope you're doing okay. What situation, topic, or opportunity do you want to work on? Let's make the most out of the next 22 minutes. I'm okay with comfortable silence. Are you?
James doesn't have any objections in his buyers and sellers right now, so
No, James needs to get his license. Tell him to quit being lazy.
he said yesterday, he was like, I need to just reach out to Dan about that thing you mentioned on the call. And I was like, oh, you mean that website I already asked him for and told you about? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, yeah. That one, the one we've talked about multiple times. I mean, you could have been done by now already, James. It takes you
Right?
11 days if you want to do it all together. 11 days.
Wait, you got it done in 11 days?
I did my broker's class in 11 days, and that's
Oh,
including the test.
yeah, but what are
Well,
the
the
total hours on that?
6,
6?
96, yeah.
Oh, 96. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Well, it's just like the real estate school. Your real estate school is 90 hours plus a 6-hour contract class. So your broker's class is just revisiting your real estate school plus
Oh, I was thinking it was
the
60 hours.
broker management stuff. No, God, no. I wish. I think it turned out to be like 110 hours of total education because the broker management stuff you have to do, but that's CE stuff after the fact. Okay. Rates. What happened? They went up or down?
I haven't looked at it. Up.
God, how is it that Christina is in an airport and she's the only one that seems to be super active this morning? What the heck, guys?
Well, the Fed went down, but regular interest rates went up, didn't they?
The Fed went down, but mortgage rates went up. So they went down for a little bit, but they came back
That's
up.
what
They're
I
about
said.
637. Yeah. But it does we know the rates and stuff like that. Does the community know? Do the consumers know? What are they listening to? Are they listening to you or are they listening to Fox News, CNN, BC, and all the other nonsense news saying the rates came down?
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. TikTok is the biggest news source out there, isn't it? So, well, here's the thing. I know the more you talk about business, the more business you get. And the lack of talking about business is because there's a lack of business to be had.
Did you freeze, Dan?
I did. I just noticed it. I guess there's too
Okay.
many people on the Wi-Fi here.
I was gonna say, can you explain that?
Explain what?
You said something about when you talk about business, you get business, and when you don't talk about business, there's a lack of business. But
There
I
is.
just
And here's the
wanna,
thing, right? If you're talking about business all the time, what are you probably doing? Probably
Probably
doing
doing
more
work.
business.
something business related.
Yeah, you're probably doing more business.
Well, I have I wanted to talk. So I had a very, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you. You're kind of scrappily, but it's all right.
Okay. Well, I'm driving, dropping my kid off at school.
Mhm.
So I had a super successful open house last weekend, and lots and lots of people came through. I emailed everybody back. I text everybody the day that I did the open house. I connected with at least 8 of the people in a very, very positive way. Like they were like, oh, well, yes, let's definitely have that conversation. So I texted, thanked them for coming, all the stuff, right? And I emailed yesterday, every single person, and I used AI to write by email, so that way it sounded awesome. And then just not really getting anything back. So what are the next steps? Because I don't want to be so aggressive and in their face, but at the same time, I want to capture their business. And I'm going to mute.
What do you consider aggressive and in their face?
Like calling, like I don't want to call them the very next day after I just emailed them. But
Okay,
I know
why
that
not?
some of them they're looking to buy today.
I've had people reach out to me for something and I couldn't answer right there in that moment. And they didn't reach out to me again for a couple of weeks. And I would have bought that moment if they'd called back later that day, because just in that moment, I wasn't available.
Yeah.
So, I
Okay,
mean, what
so
do you
you're
consider
saying
in their
call.
face?
Well, I
If
just
you
didn't
call
want
them
to
in the
bother them
morning
the
and they don't-
very next day.
Here's the thing, Michelle, you think you're bothering them.
Yeah.
So your energy is coming from that place.
Okay.
I've got an appointment here at Ford, right? I've got an oil change that's a week and a half out of scheduling, and I put an appointment, right? They call me right back and said, hey, something went wrong with your appointment. We had to move it. Is this okay? No problem, right? Call right back. Is that bugging me? Well, I just
Yeah.
talked to him. I don't want to bug him. It's not bugging me.
Yeah.
Next thing, I've got an appointment today. They called me yesterday. Hey, Mr. Caldwell, just want to let you know your appointment's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Everything good for that. Just come on into the drive-through. We'll take care of it, right? It's just recapping my appointment for today. Is that bugging me?
No. Okay.
What is that doing?
Following up?
Yeah, it's follow-up. It's providing value. It's making sure that you have the information that you need to have. Am I mad that someone called me right back and said, oh, I'm sorry, I missed this, this, and this. We'll make sure that gets taken care of. No, don't come from the frame of mind that you're bugging people. If they've asked you
Okay.
for information, they've asked you for support, they've asked you for something, you are
Yeah.
there providing that value.
Yeah.
Now, if you're opening up the phone book and you're just finding every last name in there and you're just pointing and clicking and dialing, that might be bugging some people.
Yeah.
But if someone has approached you, or they've come to your open house, or they've done something that says, hey, I would like some help, or I would like some information, and you provide them with that information, you're providing value.
Oh, I've definitely been bugging people all week then, Dan.
You just going through the phone book?
Pretty much. I am bugging the hell out of people.
But here, how do we change our mindset from bugging people to prospecting to creating relationships?
Oh, I was just kidding. I feel like I'm there helping them, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree that you're out there helping them honestly. I agree that you're not there. You're not trying to scam people into buying an extended warranty on their vehicle that they sold 7 years ago. You're not calling people and saying, hey, you have this PayPal invoice that you need to pay, or we're going to take you to jail. You're not scamming people. You're providing value. I get more phone calls from robo-dialers than I do from real people.
Yep.
And I would love someone to just reach out and says, hey, because I sent an email in on an Instagram thing. It was a suspension need that I needed. So I sent an email, blah, blah, blah. Hey, this is what I'm trying to do. The next day, I got an email back. Thank you. And then the dude called me and said, hey, did you get my email? What questions do you have? We're here to help in either direction. He gave me options. Man, that was awesome. I asked for help. I got it. When you're following up with people, you're just doing the same thing. You're making sure they get some help. And that's what I said, Michelle, is when you're talking about business, you're doing more business. Because if you're sitting at home watching TV, not talking about business, you're probably not going to get more business.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're sitting at home and you're spending the midnight hours on Facebook, direct messaging people, just talking about life, and they're like, how's you? What are you up to? You're like, oh, I'm in real estate. Things are fine. How is you? Oh, I'm good. I got into oil sales. You're like, oh, that's fantastic. You're still talking about business, but you're connecting with people. You're not bugging them. You're adding value to the relationships that you already have. Every one of us has enough business in our databases right now to be massively successful in whatever we want to do. You just have to pick up the phone and connect with people, provide a service. And people buy on average 7 to 10 years. They're probably not going to need you right now, but it's disingenuous of us to be in relationship with people when they only need real estate services. That seems skatey. That's slimy and gross. Like, oh, you only want to talk to me when you need something. No, I want to talk to you all the time. I want to make sure if you need somebody, I'm here. I want you to know that it doesn't have to be a real estate need that you can reach out to me for. Is I got people in every corner in every sector of this world that I can get you a referral to. That's a relationship. I want to be in business with people the rest of their lives, not just the one time they bought a house 4 years ago and then, oh, I got a reminder to call them on the 3rd of September. Hey, how's the house? No, I want to call them up. And how's your family? How are things at work? How was that trip to Cancun? Oh, dude, I just saw that you got a new puppy. What's its name? We think talking business is just investments, rates, sales prices, market changes. No, talking business is talking life. Do people buy and sell real estate based on the logic behind buying and selling real estate?
No.
Not one bit.
No.
Why do they buy and sell real estate?
Life changes.
Yes,
Life
ma'am. Life change is a lifestyle. So how do we know if they're going to need us?
A lot of times we don't. Just kind of got to reach out, and sometimes you got to introduce yourself.
Multiple times. Multiple times. Because if you're not going out of your way to connect with people, they're going to forget about you, right? When was the last time you talked to your best friend?
A week
Hell,
ago.
Maggie's seen my best friend sooner than I've seen my best friend.
I have. I've seen him quite a bit.
Put your gray shoes on.
But here's the thing. When we talk business, we get more business. And business is not just talking real estate. It's not just rates are up. The CPA index is 4.3. No, it's who cares about all that? There's probably one of you on this call that loves numbers enough to care about what index rates are. The rest of us are like, what does it mean for me? How is it going to help my lifestyle? Here's the goals and aspirations that I want. Case in point, Belle said she had a pre-qual buyer now. And they were, hey, congratulations, we're looking for a 3-2. And I was like, oh, where are they looking? On the north side. Oh, great. What about a new build? Oh, they need land. So it's not just a 3-2. It's they need something that services their better lifestyle. Did you guys catch on that?
Yeah.
And then Christina's like, you know what? I know how to help your lifestyle. I got something that might be perfect for someone who's got a lot of toys and needs a little bit of land, not on the north side. However, if they're open to it, here's something that might be just as cool for their lifestyle. But if Belle never said anything, Christina would have never said anything. When you talk about more business, you get more business. Now, do I want you to be a fanatic out there and posting every 36 minutes about how you put something under contract and something's in inspection period and I'm the best realtor in the world? Hey, look at me. No, I don't. But I do want you to go out there and talk to people, connect with people, shake hands, kiss babies, or vice versa. I hope somebody got the mental image of shaking a baby and kissing a hand.
I did.
You're welcome. So here's the scenario, right? FORD. What does it stand for? Not the dealership I'm in. It's oddly enough that I'm in a Ford dealership, but FORD.
I was about to say something about the breakdown.
Occupation, recreation, and dreams.
Right? The 4 pillars of connection. If we know about your family, do we know a lot about you? Yeah. Recreation, right? If I know what your hobbies are, do I know a lot about you? Dreams, right? Do I know what you want to do in life? Do I know your goals, your aspirations, the lifestyle you're trying to live? These are all things that we can find. Let's say you got somebody who says, well, Dan, if I find the perfect 4-bedroom on an acre for under 800,000, I might be wanting to sell my house and move. I just want some more land, but I want to be in this side of town. Or someone says, hey, there's this community that really looks like you're living in Italy, and I'd really love to live there if it ever came a possibility. And here you are on a call with one of your fellow agents that says, yeah, I got a listing coming up in Little Italy. It's like living in downtown Venice. You would love it. You're like, I've got someone who wants to live there. We talked about it 3 years ago. You pick up the phone, you say, hey, Earl, it's Dan. You told me once that you were trying to live in this neighborhood. One of my friends has a listing coming up. Do you want to check it out? Oh my God, you remembered. There's a lack of enthusiasm in what we do because we think we're just buying and selling. We're not. We're helping people live better lives. And I truly believe that because I've done real estate for free. I've helped people move and sell and do things, and it cost me money because I knew it was the right thing to help them out. I'm not in it for the paycheck. The paycheck, it's nice. It is nice to get compensated for what you love to do. But I'm in it to help people change their lives.
I just took a listing for a flat $3,000.
There you
First
go.
time ever. But I also helped this lady sell and buy this house, and helped her sister sell a house, helped her sister buy a house, and helped her mom buy a house. And she had just bought this and is getting engaged and moving to Wisconsin. So she's rubbing nickels together to not come out of pocket on this thing.
Is that the one that we made the custom song for?
I don't think so.
She's getting married. She's marrying some cowboy that she just met, moving from the West Coast.
Yeah, maybe we did.
No, that was
You got a
Madison.
better memory than I do.
Madison, Wisconsin. I remember. I have
Yeah,
the song
you're right,
still.
man.
I sent it to you.
You're good.
It's Madison. See, again, you remember people's stories. Am I going to remember her address? Hell no. Am I going to remember her name? Absolutely not. But am I going to remember the story of a girl that's moving from the first house she's ever owned in Orange County or whatever it was, and then moving to Madison, Wyoming, or Madison, Wisconsin, or whatever it is? I just remember Madison.
I was gonna say it's Sacramento, Northern California. It's
Wisconsin,
but yeah,
Dan.
you're in the area.
No, it's with my song that we created a custom song for it. But it's the story behind it, right? We all emotionally tied into that because it was like a love story, right? We knew it. Facts tell, stories sell.
Yeah.
Tell more stories, have more conversations, talk more business. What's up, Miss Audra?
Do you agree that when you make yourself good at your what you do, money will follow you? People will look for you, and money follows you when you make yourself look good, knowledgeable and understanding.
Yeah. When you put yourself at a higher position in life, a higher value, either with your knowledge, your expertise, your care, your give a damn, all the things that add into who you are as a better person, those things factor into your compensation rate. Why do doctors get paid more than medical assistants? They're both human. They both have an education. Well, one serves a higher purpose. One can do more than the other. Does it make them less of a person? No, it just means their skill set is compensated higher. The difference between a realtor and a broker. One was dumb enough to go back to school. It doesn't change if you don't implement the change. If you don't talk about the business, if you don't grow your mindset around it, if you don't grow your understanding around it, if you don't change the way you look at things. Because if you see things as I'm just bugging people, get out of this business. I'll tell you, people love when you show up for them, not for yourself. Go out of your way to help people achieve their great dreams. Zig Ziglar was one of my mentors growing up, and he had passed away well before I was even around. And Zig Ziglar says, if you help enough people get what you want, or get what they want, you will get what you want. Be a servant leader. I am here to serve others. I'm not here to just crack a whip and say, hey guys, get to work, go make me money. No, I'm here to make sure that you guys are making more money for yourselves, and in turn, I make more money. And when I make more money, I reinvest into better things so that we can upgrade our skill sets. But I'm out there in the community servicing, helping, providing value. Like Christina the other day, she made her free labor go clean out a yard for 3 hours to make the yard stand better, because it's the presentation of what you provide. God knows I've done my fair share of free labor to help people out, but it's all about helping people out. I love it how we have life lessons that directly correlate to conversations I had with my kids this morning. My son asked me this morning, we have a thing called special breakfast. You guys can imagine what special breakfast is I take the kids to McDonald's. I know, super special, but they don't get it very often. So for them, it's special. And the rule for special breakfast is you have to wake yourself up a majority of the week. Now, I'm not going to make it flawless. You have to wake yourself up all 5 days because kids are kids. It's just a majority of the week, 3 out of 5. Well, this morning, Stone brings me my backpack from the living room because he knows, hey, that's Dad goes to his backpack, and then we leave. Well, he brings me my backpack and he goes, Dad, I know I didn't wake myself up this morning, but because I brought you your backpack, can I get a point towards special breakfast? And I said, no, sir. I appreciate you bringing me my backpack. He goes, but I helped out. I was like, yes, sir. We help people because it's the right thing to do, not because of what we get out of it. I was like, thank you for getting my backpack. It was very nice of you to think about me and to help me out. But I want you to do things because it's the right thing, not because you get something from it. And he thought about that, and the mind of an 8-year-old. And he's like, oh, does that make me a nice person? I'm like, nobody. That makes you a good person. There's a difference between nice people and good people. I was like, when you help people out because it's the right thing to do, that's the right thing to do, buddy.
So glad that you taught your son that, Dan. That's such a good lesson.
Mhm.
My
It
11-year-old
starts
would
with
have followed
us.
up with, so are we getting breakfast or not?
He started with that. He's like, Daddy, can we get special breakfast today? I'm like, no, you got special breakfast on Tuesday. He goes, but why not today? I was like, because I said no. And Daddy has to drive across town. Daddy doesn't have time.
We had to have a heart-to-heart conversation of, just because you ask a different way is not going to change my answer.
No, I'm just going to celebrate the fact that they asked a different way. I was like, good job keeping the ask. The answer's still no, but good job keeping asking.
Me too, but I'm not telling them that.
Oh, I tell my son all the time. I was like, thank you for asking, buddy. I really appreciate that. Keep asking. The answer's still no. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. But here's the thing, guys. Talk about more business, you'll do more business. When you're doing business for the right reasons, it happens in your favor. Bob Berg wrote the book, The Go-Giver, because the principles are absolutely sound. When you give in mass without the expectation of return, you get paid back out of left field exponentially more. I don't want you guys to go out there and just help people because you're like, well, one day my ship's going to come in. I don't care if your ship ever comes in. I want you to go out there and help people because you can help people. I want you to go out there and change people's lives by adding a little bit of value to them. And it may not be much. It might just be a phone call. It might just be a, hey, how you been? How you mom and them? Might just be a high five to the barista at the Starbucks. It's looking like they're having a rough day. But when you go out there with the intention of helping people because you can help people, not because I can get paid for it, you start building a foundation that can be followed. We are servants of the community. We are here to help people do big things. And in so we get compensated for it. And there's nothing wrong with profit. There's nothing wrong with a high income. There is absolutely everything wrong is if you're trying to do it just for the money. Money is good for the good that can do. I want to make more so that I can help more. Remember that. I know we didn't talk about a situation today, but I think we talked about enough situations all gathered to once. Don't you agree?
Yes.
And a reminder, you're not bugging people if you're coming from the right mindset. Sound good?
Yep.
I got to say, Christina and James, have fun in your first class seat to Cabo. Oh, I can tell. When you got cups in the center console like that, yeah, we know.
It's James's first class.
First class, my man. Look at you. Tell me how you like the warm towels and the nuts. Are you flying American?
United.
United. Okay. United first class for me was the last flight I think Jess and I did. That was it. So, all right, my friends, thank you for being a part of my tribe. I hope you learned something today. Go out there and do something for someone. Okay. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll
Great.
see you tomorrow.